Alright guys, the countdown has been taken care of. Hello, very good evening and welcome to Vaidya's Chess Hub. And this lecture is for the under 1400 guys. I hope you are fit and fine. And this is going to be a very exciting session. The reason is that we are going to continue with our series on opening traps and exploiting opening weaknesses. The thumbnail today by Jay was absolutely amazing. Thanks for that, Jay. And welcome all the people who have just joined in. Prajna is here. I believe Mohit, Jay, Arya is here. I'm very happy to have you all here on time. Participate wholeheartedly. We are going to start with the positions now. And I would want active participation from all of you, in the sense that we are not going to deal with very difficult positions. We will deal with positions at your level. So that's why this is going to be very interesting, I say, for a reason. And Sagar is here, Reyansh is here. Very good evening. Welcome all. Try to think about the continuation as well, not just the first move. That's very important. You do something like that. And by the way, yes, Omkar sir also, well, I have just learned that he is an official chess streamer from Jai. We wish him all the best and do watch his streams as well, in addition to watching my videos. All right, so let's get started. I hope you are ready. And well, is Avadut here as the monitor? I believe he is for the above 1400 batch. So I guess we can appoint Prajna as the monitor for this batch. I wonder if we have already done any appointment for the monitor of this batch. Have we done any appointment? I don't recollect. Have I appointed monitor, guys? Have I? Not very sure. Yes, Prajna says, sure, sir. So probably she is looking for the post. Well, now this first position is white to play. Now deal with it very nicely. Okay, it's white to play here. And what do you see here? Let's count the material. Queen for both, rooks for both, and 3 minor pieces. So material looks balanced. 6 pawns to 7 pawns. Yeah, sure, black has an extra pawn. But white's winning here because of a very important weakness that black has. Yes, Rutu is here. Rutu, enjoy this session. We are going to learn how to exploit the opening weaknesses. And I clearly see a weakness here. Do you see the weakness? What can white do here to exploit the weakness that black has at the moment? So it's very clear. Black has some weakness. Notice how the black knight on f6 is pinned by the bishop. Well, you'll have to type the line, okay? So what I want you to concentrate on is how this knight is pinned to the queen by our bishop. I want you to properly pay attention to that aspect, okay? The bishop is controlling this knight. In fact, the bishop has pinned the knight, I can say. So what's up with the line now? What do you think we should do here? Should we just take the pawn immediately? Should we exchange the queens? Remember one principle I'm about to share now. Okay, what is the principle? The principle is always attack a pinned piece more. Okay, always attack a pinned piece more. So the piece is already pinned, which means that it cannot move. So why not attack the pinned piece more? That's a principle. However, the knight is pinned to the queen. So in this position, what you must realize is that if we immediately attack the knight one more time, black queen can take our queen on d3 and there will be exchange of queens. We don't really want that. We want an important piece on the d8 square, which can then mean that the knight on f6 will still remain underpinned. So let's see if someone has ideas. Chess with Prajna. Okay, Swaroop is here. Hello, Swaroop. The lecture is about exploiting opening weakness. Swaroop, by the way, how are you? And are you done with the exams? What about your sports? Are there any virtual sports, online events by your school? Swaroop, what's up? Update us. Arya Mahakal has a very important line. He says, let's exchange the queen. Let's put the rook on d8 and then we can take the pawn. Okay. Swaroop is saying that his exams are over. That's wonderful to know, Swaroop. Very good. Arya Mahakal says, let's take the queen and then the rook will take our queen. So there will be exchange of queens, but then we will be able to play f takes e4 and that knight will be pinned by the bishop still to the rook. I completely like that idea. Guys, I completely like that idea. That is just wonderful by Arya Mahakal. So then if we take the pawn, the knight will remain pinned, and if the knight moves, then we will be able to win the rook. That is fantastic. That is just brilliant. Arya Mahakal, I can see that you are making steady but impressive progress lately. That is awesome. Prajna, no doubt you also have the answer. It's just that Arya said it first. So let us go ahead and do that. Let's exchange the queens. Now notice what has happened. The rook actually was the defender of this e4 pawn. Not anymore, sir. Now you have the knight still pinned, because now if you know the values, the knight has 3 points, the bishop has 3 points, but the rook has 5 points. Is it not? Value wise, just to give a relative, just to state the importance, rook is valued at 5. So now the knight is still pinned on f6, and it is now that we can win the pawn. Namish says, I typed it late. Okay, no problem, Namish. And this is very, very interesting indeed. Let's do the next one. This is again a position where it is white to play. Let's count the material here. Both have queens, 2 rooks, and they have 3 minor pieces, but black has 4 minor pieces. Black has extra piece here, and white has got 7 pawns. Black also has 7 pawns, but black clearly is a piece up here. So now the question is, what is the opening weakness here, and how is it that we should go about exploiting it? This is so interesting. What can we do here? Looks so innocent, this position. What can white do here? Notice that the queen can take the pawn on b7. That's for sure. So this pawn on b7 can be taken. But the other idea is bishop can take on d7, give a check. But is that really good? Is that really good? There is another option of using our knight to attack the queen and also threaten an attack on c7 pawn. Guys, there are a lot of possibilities here. No, Swaroop, we did not get 2 wins. Seniors are still hunting, Swaroop. Seniors are still hunting for those wins. And now the criteria has changed, Swaroop. Because now every Monday we play Swiss tournament that is of 12 rounds. 12 rounds. So now they have to get 3 points against Omkar sir. Not 2 anymore. Yes. So Rayansh with the right comment there, it's clearly seen that black is a piece down. Black is a piece down. Black is a piece down, or white is a piece down. Rayansh, what's up? Who is a piece down here? Black has 4 minor pieces. It's white who is piece down here, not black. Correct yourself, Rayansh. Rutu says knight d5 is a better option. Let's attack the queen. Now let's look at the merit of that move. Let's say knight d5, which will mean that the queen is under attack. And the queen has a good square to go, is it not? Just go to d6. That's one of the possible options there. So I am asking, then why is that so good? Then why is it good? Consider the other scenario where queen takes b7. The rook will have to move maybe to some square c8 maybe. Still looking for answer here. Black is not a piece down here. Even then, Rayansh, your answer will be wrong. Black is not a piece down here. If in that case, you can say that the position is balanced, because then white is a piece down. So if you talk of development, still you can say that they are about equal. But Don't say that black is a piece down. That's far from reality. Sarup with a line. Queen takes b7, rook c8, queen takes c8, because if after this, if rook comes to c8, then queen takes c8, because this bishop is spinned. Okay, so let's take a look at that line again. After queen takes b7, or black could play rook d8. Surely that can happen there. I believe it is then that we can start a move like knight d5, because then there will be a double threat on the c7. That's interesting, guys. That is very interesting. If we immediately play knight d5, then black simply plays queen d6 and everything everywhere just gets defended properly. Plus this knight will just stop our queen from taking the pawn on b7. All right, so what's the best move here? Queen takes b7 is the best move. As thought, he has brought his rook to d8, not to c8, because queen takes c8 would be a free rook. Notice that the bishop will have pinned his bishop, so the queen would be safe there. Alright, but now what's the next best move? Do we take the free pawn? Do we go for knight d5 as planned? Because then the knight and the queen both will attack the c7 pawn. So that's pretty interesting. Now we have to sort that out. What do you guys say? Come on, what do you guys say to that? Knight d5 now. Swaroop says knight d5 now is very strong. Let's attack the queen, and knight takes c7 in fact can be a very good smothered mate position. So let's do that. Knight takes d5, and that's it. We have done it successfully, guys. Congratulations. 2 out of 2 thus far. Very, very good. Next position. It's again white to play. We have done 2 positions correctly. You can see the green markings there. Let's finish all with green there. Okay. What's the position here? Queen for both. 2 rooks for both. 3 minor pieces for black. 3 minor pieces for white. 5 pawns for white and 6 pawns for black. So black is a pawn up here. And well, in this case now we have to see what can white do. Yatharth, very good. Knight d5 was the best move indeed. What you suggested, maybe your line came on the chat a little later. Well, I hope you typed it timely. I have an important observation to share with you. Under 1400 guys, please listen to this. We should not go ahead and take this pawn, right? Should we do that? Because the queen will take our rook and it will be a check. I want you guys to notice that. Type in the chat if you have noticed that. Prajna has said the exact same thing. Very good, Prajna. Very, very nice. If a takes b4, then queen takes a1 and our rook will be lost. So that is just perfect observation. Arya Mahakar, I'm looking for yet another active participation. You were the one who gave the correct answer for the first one, Arya. I wonder where your friend Manas is. Sagar, what's your participation? Huh? You're still on the previous one there? So let's take the queen, he says. Let's take the queen. Who says that? Rayansh says that. And I think Rayansh is the right answer. Guys, watch out. We cannot take the knight with a pawn. But hey, isn't the pawn and the queen both attacking the knight? Well, it is defended only once. Isn't that the case? Isn't that the case? And that's why I think it's a very, very nice idea. Why not take the knight with our queen? That way, if queen takes queen, then pawn takes queen. Then that pawn on a3 will not be pinned anymore. Something that is very interesting here, guys. Now, Namish Dhake is saying that he has no idea. Well, let's share this once again. Namish, the knight on b4 is attacked twice. Please improve your game here. And it is defended only once. The only problem here, Namish, is that if we first take with the pawn, then black queen will be able to take our rook. So the whole point is that we will first take with the queen, so that if the queens are exchanged, then there is no question of the a3 pawn being pinned. That is the whole point there. That is the whole point there, Namish. I'm sure that now you completely agree with what's happening here. The question is which knight to take. I would not like to take that knight on e4. First, I would like to take the knight on b4 somehow. Isn't that better? Yeah, because then he has rook e8 also. Let's go for it. Let's take this. And now look at that. This queen that was spinning the pawn on a3 is now on b4 square. So it is now possible for us to take that queen with the pawn. Under 1400, guys, concentrate. This is how you have to actively think in the game. Change the sequence. Yes, we cannot take with the pawn, but what if we first take with the queen and now there is no pin? Now our pawn can take the queen and we have already won the knight. We have already won the knight there. So this will be a piece up opportunity for us. That is just wonderful. Guys, congratulations. We have just finished a successful hat trick. We did 3 puzzles correctly. And I'm sure that all the 3 puzzles taught you a lot. Especially this last one, where which way to capture was important. Should we take with a pawn? No, the rook was hanging. But we can first take with the queen. So we got the knight free. Both lost the queen. Queens were exchanged. But the knight was obtained free. The knight on b4 was hanging. Well done. It is indeed remarkable. Very nice. Yes, we are a piece up. Yes, sir. That is right. That is good. Next one is black to play. So for the first time today, we have a position with black to play. Let us assess this situation. Mohit, I would want your participation, man. Arya, A takes B4. I am sure for the last position you understood why that was wrong. If A takes B4, then queen would have taken our rook. Arya, I am sure you have realized that now. And you were listening to my explanation. What is this position? It is black to play, and there is some great opening weakness that can be exploited. I'm sure you see that. What is the move? Just type the move. Let's see who can find out. It is very easy here. This one is very easy actually. Very, very easy. No problem here. You should immediately, just like that, see this answer here. Black to play, what is the winning move here? It's very easy, this one. Mohit with the right answer. Mohit with the right answer. Mohit, very nice. We are just getting a free piece. Let me show it on the board. Well, at this stage, we should not be worried about any discovered check idea because we are giving a check of our own. Guys, notice this. Don't worry about the discovered check when you yourself have given a check. Check comes first. Prashna, you can go ahead and type that. Check comes first. It's very, very important. Okay. So you just need to take the bishop, and the computer wants us to play, keep playing. So now I can safely go ahead and probably play the queen some square. Even better, I would probably castle, because if I move the queen somewhere, well, he is going to go ahead and move the bishop to some square, and then maybe, you know, we'll have to move the queen. Now we have to decide what to do here. This is very interesting. Should we move our queen to f4, to f2? Should we castle? Guys, questions. What should we do here? Queen f2, queen f4, or castling? What is it that you would like to do in this position? The bishop doesn't have any checks or something. Cannot do that. Let's safeguard our queen, or even better, castle, because otherwise the bishop will move and then our queen will be pinned by the rook. Mindful of that, guys. Should be mindful of that. Queen f4 is more than useful. I don't know why Namish Dhake thinks it is of no use. I will tell you why I want to move the queen. Now if the bishop moves, our queen will be pinned to the king. So it is important to move the queen. I'm not saying, Namish, that there is checkmate on h2. If you are thinking that, okay, queen f4, there is no mate on h2, I am not even playing because it is checkmate or something. I know it is not checkmate. I'm just trying to put my queen somewhere safe. That is very important. Pooja ma'am is in Pune and she is therefore a little late. Pooja ma'am, welcome from Pune. By the way, another one from Pune, Vardhan and Saumitra will be very proud that they are also Punekars. So, Pooja ma'am, it's okay you are late, but now try to concentrate, okay? People think that castling will be better here. People think castling is better. Why not just go for castling? Let's try to do that. And computer says, no, that's not good. Computer says queen moves are also not good. Why is that the case? I guess I know the reason. The move that you did not see. So I'm going to use a chrome arrow for this. Why did you not see this move? Yeah? Bishop attacking the rook. Computer says that's also not good. Do something else. In that case, why not bishop b4? Computer says that's also not good. In that case, maybe bishop to e6. That's also not good. So now we have to suggest. We got one wrong there. Minus 51. Knight e4 suggested. And that is correct. And nobody thought of this move either. I'll tell you the merit of this move. It's a fork. It is a fork. And who said that? Arya Mahakal said that first. Arya Mahakal said that first. Next position, please. Now this one is white to play, not black to play. Guys, we got one wrong. We earned like 7 points, lost 51 because my rating is higher. So next time I'll try not to experiment or something. I lost 51 points because I'm logged into my ID. That's the thing. Logged into my ID, that's why. I, for a moment, forgot that totally. All right, guys. Now, what can white do in this position? Huh? Yes, yes. Arya said that first. Knight e4 was said by Arya first. So, Prajna, instead of focusing on the points, why not worry about something else? The answer. Whoa, what is Mohit typing? Mohit retracted his message because Mohit knew he was wrong. Mohit knew he was wrong. Absolutely wrong. Yeah, totally. Yes, there is the idea, guys. Queen takes g4, bishop takes g4, and then we will be able to, let's give him the blue color. Then we will be able to take on b7 and we'll be able to win the rook. How many like that idea? How many people? Arya Mahakal was the first to share this idea. Let's exchange the queens. When the bishop will take our queen, then bishop takes b7, we will get the rook. Now, the way that Namish is wrong, I'll tell you why Namish is wrong. Namish, if we first play bishop takes b7, then black will first take our queen. And then we have to take back the queen, and then the bishop will take our bishop. Namish, type it in the chat if you have understood this. Look at the diagram. If we first take on b7, then he will take our queen, Namish. He will take our queen. And so we will have to take back his queen, and then his bishop will take our bishop. Have you noticed that? So that's why queen takes, Arya is right, we'll take the queen and then take the bishop, pawn on b7. So we achieved some points there, and only 2 points because my rating is high. So I got only 2 points for that. Guess what? Next one is again white to play. All the best for this one. Yes, you can say overloaded. The bishop on c8 was overloaded. That is correct, Rayansh. That is correct. So let's do this one, guys. What's the best move here? Very interesting. White to play here. Queen for both. 2 rooks for both. 4 minor pieces for both. 5 pawns for white and 6 pawns for black. But white is doing good here. It's just that we have to exploit the opening weakness. Notice that the knight on a6 has stopped the fork. Otherwise, knight c7 check was a simple fork. But there is knight on a6. What do you think, guys? Knight c3 and we will attack the queen, says Arya Mahakar. So is it a queen trap? I have a question, guys. Is it a queen trap? Knight c3, is it a queen trap? Come on now, guys. If we play the knight to c3, will the black queen be trapped? Rutu, try to calculate. Prajna is saying no, the queen will not be trapped. Prajna sees some square. Why, Prajna? Why will the queen not be trapped? Prajna is saying no, the queen is not trapped. Now Prajna is saying yes, the queen is trapped. Pooja ma'am from Pune is saying that yes, queen will be trapped. If we play knight c3, the queen will be trapped. And I think that's the right answer. Arya Mahakal is on fire here. I'm telling you. He is showing good progress. There's only one where you got wrong, I suppose, Arya. I believe when that rook was pinned, you got that one wrong, Arya. You said a takes b4. And that, I believe, is the only one you got wrong. Because if you play a takes b4, our rook was hanging. But apart from that, I think your performance is very cool today. Very nice. And knight c3, by the way, is definitely trapping the queen here. Okay, let me show it to you. If the knight comes back to c3, well, the queen is trapped. Knight here, his own pawn here, knight here, his own pawn here, knight here, protected by the bishop, pawn here, queen here, and a rook there. That's it, guys. That's it. The queen is trapped. Deadly looking diagram, but yeah, absolutely. Namish is saying that I know that queen won't be trapped. So Namish, now I will wait for you to tell me why the queen will not be trapped. I have shown you the diagram here. Tell me, if we play knight c3, where will the black queen go? What's the safe square for the queen? Let's calculate that. Where will the black queen go, Namish? Try to think. If you think that the black queen is not trapped, then where will the black queen go? Namish wants to say now I understood, but yes, typed now I understood. Okay. Disan, good evening. You're senior, you should play a tournament. So knight c3, the queen is trapped, and we will take the queen with the bishop, of course. We got that right. Now next one is black to play, not white to play. This one is black to play here. Take a quick material count. Queen for both, 2 rooks for both, 3 minor pieces for both, 5 pawns for us and 6 pawns for white. So our opponent has an extra pawn, but there is an opening weakness that we can exploit. What is that opening weakness? I'm going to give you a clue here. Instead of just saying the answer, I'm going to give you a nice clue here. What is the clue? The clue is that our focus should be on the hanging piece. Prashna Queen E7 will be, not the greatest move ever played. Focus on the hanging piece. So I want you guys to focus on this bishop. The bishop on F4, rather bishop on C4 is hanging. By the way, the under 1400 guys and the new guys watching this, what is a hanging piece? A piece without any support is known as a hanging piece. A piece that has no support is called a hanging piece. So there, the bishop on C4, okay, is a hanging piece because the bishop has no support. The bishop on C4 is a hanging piece. So you should think about that and accordingly develop your strategy. Radhesh, why are you late? What happened, my dear? A big hello. So I guess, yeah, Namish Dhake, you're right. You're right. So Namish is saying, let's go ahead and play Queen H4. And the benefit of that is that we will threaten a checkmate. And not just that, we will attack the hanging bishop that I was talking about. So how many people like this idea? Notice the diagram. Let's play Queen H4. We are going to threaten checkmate. Queen takes H2 checkmate. Notice the bishop is also attacking the H2 pawn. And if white saves the mate, which white should do, then we can go ahead and take the bishop that is on C4, which is a hanging piece, meaning piece without any support. So I think Queen H4 is a very nice idea. You all like that idea? Oh, Radesh with a very nice thing. Radesh is saying that I have been watching the stream all the while. It's just that I did not say hello. That is amazing. That is just amazing. This is for Radesh. So Radesh is saying that I was here all the time. It's just that I did not say hello. Amazing. So that's it. Let's play this. Now see what smartly white has done is he has stopped the checkmate. Otherwise we would have taken the pawn. But now it's our move and we can take the hanging piece. Bishop on C4. Correct, guys. We just got that one wrong. Okay. Just that one wrong. This one is white to play. Let's take a quick material count here. Both have got queens, 2 rooks for both, 2 minor pieces for white, and 4 minor pieces for black. Guys, material imbalance is huge. Plus, black has a pawn on C2. A pawn on C2, guys. A pawn on C2. So that's pretty important to note. And what are we going to do? If we don't play properly, we are going to be in some trouble, I tell you. So what's up? Rutu says, let's play Queen H8, which is a check. Rutu, what will happen if we play Queen H8? Meanwhile, Mohit thinks something apart from that. He thinks, let's play Knight D5 and attack the Queen. Okay. That's what he thinks. Let's attack the Queen. And what exactly will we accomplish? Dishan, you are not supposed to answer today. This is not a lecture for you. You should play with me tomorrow. Not today. Prajna with some answer. Prajna says, let's take the knight on h6 and g takes h6, then knight d5 attacking the queen. Queen f7, then queen takes f7, knight takes c7 is a fork. Okay. Prajna, really? So Prajna is saying, let us just first take the bishop. Okay. What if first we play knight d5? I like that idea, right? What if we first play knight d5 attacking the queen? If the queen has to defend c7, then there is only one square. Yeah. And then we can take this. Then he will have to take. And then after we play this check, we will win the queen. Guys, you like the idea? Let's talk about it one more time. We will attack knight d5. Then the queen will move to this d8 square to save this c7 pawn. Then we can go ahead and take this knight. Then he will take back. And later we can play queen h8 check. Notice the king cannot come on e7 because of our knight that's controlling e7. And we will be able to win the queen on d8 square. So how does this plan sound to you? Let me know, guys. So this plan does really sound well. I'm saying, no kidding. This one really does sound well. So let's go for knight d5. Oh, the queen defended it that way. The queen has defended it that way. Well, I think now we can just go ahead and take the knight. And after pawn takes, queen takes, and then knight takes c7, we will win the rook, which is on a8. I'm sure that you all know what's going to be the climax. Now the next one is black to play, not white to play. We have just got that one wrong entry, by the way. Rest all are correct. And we wish to maintain our record. That also we would have gotten it right. I just forgot that I have logged in. So no time to experiment. Anyway, black to play, and notice that we are already in check. Guys, we are already in check in this position. We are black. Okay. How to get out of the check? Should we take the bishop by the king? Should we take the bishop by our queen? What is it that we should do? Should we take it with the knight? Guys, you are under 1400, so I have got to show you this. Well, it is a bad idea to take the bishop with the knight because he will be able to take our queen. Number one thing, I'm sure you all noticed that. We cannot take it with the knight because we will lose our queen, won't we? So let's take it with the queen. Oh, he has taken on d4. And now, should we take with the knight? Should we take with the queen? What should we do here? Guys, it's a very important decision now to take, okay? Or to make rather. We have to take a decision. Should we take with the queen or should we take with the knight? What is it? The green camp or the chrome camp? What would you support? Knight takes d5 or queen takes d5? Jay is saying queen takes. What? Jay, you cannot answer. That's right. Prajna is absolutely right. chrome. This one says I don't like both. Although it's not his lecture, I'm not going to pay attention. Well, of course we are getting a free piece. How can you not like that? The green camp is right. Congratulations. Anybody who was on the green camp is correct. Green camp is the right answer. Green camp. I'll tell you why. We are getting a free piece. How can you not be happy with a free piece, I wonder? Come on. The thing is, if we play the, the chrome cam is the winner. Jay is wrong. If we play with the green, then he will be able to play bishop takes. And then when we take the queen, he will be able to take back with the queen. So green camp is wrong. We should take with the knight. We should take with the queen. But then the question is, what if he takes here this way? I have to analyze this. I have to analyze this. After we took there, what if he would have taken here? Then what happens? Oh, then we save the queen, give the check, and then win the piece back. Guys, another 51 points lost. Green camp was the winner. I have lost 100 points. 100 points with just 2 wrong. That's not fair. Okay, this one is also black to play. Let's carry on in good spirits here. And by the way, in the remainder 20 minutes, we don't want a single red one now. Cannot offer more than 100. When I get like 3 points, 2 points, 2 points, 4 points. And when I lose 51 points. So now my new rating, the puzzle rating is 2352. It was 24 something. Anyway, so now what is the best move for us here? I'm going to give you a clue for this one again. Watch out for the hanging piece. If you remember in the position earlier, that bishop on c4 was hanging. Let me come on main cam for that. In the position we did earlier, you remember that bishop on c4 was hanging, and we utilized that by playing this queen h4 check. So in this position also, you must notice that there is a hanging piece, and accordingly tell me your answer. Okay, so what's the hanging piece in the white camp here? Sagar with the answer. He says, let's play queen h4 check. So he says, let's play queen h4, which is a check, and we will be able to win the knight, which is on d4. How many people like that idea? The knight is pinned on c6. So Rayansh, I mean, why not take the knight? Our knight is pinned. Our knight on c6 is pinned by the bishop. So we cannot directly take the knight. Yeah, so that's right. So queen h4 check, and we will win the knight. Okay, so when I get only 2 points. Look at that. Look at that. When I win, I get only 2 points. Next one is white to play, not black to play. Do the material count, guys. Queen for both, 2 rooks for both, 2 minor pieces for white, 3 minor pieces for black, 7 pawns for white, and 7 pawns for black. So black is a piece up here. Now Rayansh, don't go ahead and say that black is a piece down. So do we take with the bishop or do we take with the pawn? What do we do? Do we take with the pawn? Do we take with the queen? What do we do? Bishop h6. Why? I don't understand. Namish Dhake, answer my question. Why don't you want to take the free knight by the pawn? I want to know that, Namish. Why don't you want to take the free piece with the pawn? What is wrong with that? Why not just take that knight with the pawn and get a free piece? Why bishop h6? It was a check, Sagar. Sagar is asking in the previous position, what if knight e2? That's not possible. So let's take, and that's the best move. And we will now be able to win even this bishop. That's perfect. Next one is also black to play. Let's do some material count here. Queen for both, two rooks for both. Black has got 4 minor pieces. White also has 4 minor pieces. All of them, that is. Black has got 6 pawns. White has got 7 pawns. Black to play here. What's the best move, you think? Clue. Can I give you a clue again? Yeah. Hanging piece. Again, the clue is hanging piece. Now, I want you to pay attention here. Yes, the move is queen a5 check. We will attack the hanging piece twice. But remember, he can just go back with the knight and save the check. Okay. But then what will happen is that his bishop, which is on g4, is hanging. Guys, let me know if you like the idea. Arya, have you noticed that? Queen a5 check is good. Queen a5 check is good. So queen a5 check, he'll be able to bring the knight back and block the check. And then we can take the bishop. The bishop also is hanging. Yatharth likes that idea. Sort of a skewer. Reyansh, you are right. Very good, Reyansh. This is your second very good response. The first one you said, I think you talked about the overloaded piece, Reyansh. Perfect. Pooja ma'am, I hope you are watching this from Pune. By the way, where exactly in Pune are you, ma'am? Kindly let us know. And well, by the way, how cool is it there? What's the temperature like there? Please let us know, Pooja ma'am, if you are listening. Let's go ahead and play queen a5 check. As expected, see, the knight was dropped back. But now, the queen was also attacking the bishop like an X-ray. Okay, Pooja ma'am is saying she is in Kotrud. All right. So now we have people from different locations in Pune with us. There are people from Katraj, there are people from Swargat, there are people from Pimple Saudagar. There now you are from Kotrud. Okay, happening. We need a branch in Pune. I'm telling you. And she is saying the temperature is pleasant. When we from here go to Pune, the temperatures can be extreme. I'm just happy that you are enjoying the weather there, Pooja ma'am. I'm just happy for you. It's not extreme for you. It's good. Oh yeah, the bison incident. That's right, Jay. The bison incident happened in Kotrud. That's right. Pooja ma'am, take care. That's right. The bison incident happened there. Sure. Last year. Anyway, so we will take this bishop on g5. Let's do the next one. The next one is white to play. So Mohit is in Bhusawal and Mohit is saying that the temperature is cool. Mohit is happy. He is in Bhusawal. He is enjoying the weather there. And Namish has no idea what is the bison. Google it later. You need to Google it, Namish. Google that later. Focus on the problem at hand. It is white to play. And again, please focus on hanging pieces. By the way, I want you to realize the sequence. What is better here, to take with the With the queen or with the bishop? What can be done first? I don't know what Vihang is doing here, but a big hello to Vihang. What are you doing here? Aren't you busy playing a tournament someplace? Or are you done playing the tournament? What's up? The question here is, do we take with the bishop or do we take with the queen, and why? Arya Mahakal says take it with the queen, because if we take with the queen, Arya is thinking that we will be challenging both the queen and the knight. That is probably the reason why people are saying, what? Mohit is saying queen takes h4. Well, there is nobody on h4. I don't know what Mohit is talking about. Mohit, there is nothing on h4. I think you made a typo. What's that? So let's consider what will happen. Meanwhile, Vihang has given us an update that no tournament today, had some worksheets to solve. But now I've taken a break. I'm just here to watch the stream. Yes, you got another 12-14 minutes. Do enjoy. But don't answer, Vihang. Don't answer. Treat it like a break. Guys, the question is, if we take with the bishop, we'll attack only the queen. And more importantly, the knight will take our queen. Now be honest if you spotted that. Yes, Prajna is right. Prajna is absolutely right. If we take with the bishop, well, our queen is also hanging. Notice that. Black will be able to take our queen. Should we allow that? Oh no, sir. Oh no, sir. Can't do that. Very, very nice. And Namish is saying I spotted that. Look at the blue arrow, guys. Look at the blue arrow. If you don't take with the queen, the knight will be able to take our queen. So we'll go ahead and take with the queen and then take back. Wonderful indeed. The next one is black to play. So material count as usual. Queen for both, queens for both, rooks for both, 4 minor pieces, all of them for white, all of them for black as well. White has got 7 pawns, black has 6 pawns. And it is black to play. We are a pawn down here, but I think we are going to do well. I think we are going to do well. And why do I say that? Queen takes queen, is it? Or knight takes queen, is it? Or none of these? This is very interesting. Spend some time on this one. Meanwhile, Namish has come up. Ocean arrow. So you are going to say that my background is also ocean? Queen takes or knight takes? What is better here? Queen takes or knight takes? And with reason. Ayush Tavade is with us. He is saying, forget all that. Let's play knight c6. Why? Why should I forget that? Ayush Tavade, if I play knight c6, then he will be able to take our queen and we will have to take back with the king. And guess what? We cannot castle after that. We cannot castle after that, Ayush Tavade. So, knight c6 is not good. He will take our queen. Then we will have to take with the king and we will not be able to castle. Knight c6, right? So why play knight c6? And if we take back with the knight, then he will be able to take with his bishop and we'll have double pawns, and I don't think that is of any use. Really? What's the point in doing that way also? Oh, you have got a supporter. Namish Dhake is saying, yeah, let's do that. Rayanch is saying no, we can take back with the knight, but still that doesn't look like the answer. So let's see, if we take with the knight, well, he takes our queen as well. Then we take this knight. And then we get a piece because he has to save the bishop. And once he saves his bishop, we will save our knight. Guys, how many people like that idea? Knight takes queen, bishop takes queen. Then knight takes c3, and then his piece will be hanging. What about knight takes d5? Why do you guys not consider that? What about knight takes d5? Yeah, so people like that idea. Let's do that. Let's do this and success. Next, please. This one is white to play. Again, the material count, queen for both, 2 rooks for both, 3 minor pieces for white, 3 for black. White has 7 pawns. Black has all the pawns intact. Amazing. And the queens are facing each other. That's the point. The queens are facing each other. And well, again, the clue is watch out for the hanging piece. Again, the clue, the big clue. Watch out for the hanging pieces. Same clue. I'm sure you'll get it. Watch out for the hanging pieces. White to play. What's the best move? Prajna says, let's take the queen and break castling. Prajna, there is something better than, oh, Pooja ma'am is supporting Prajna. Why? Why? Pooja ma'am, you are now not over here. You are in Kotrud. So think like a Punekar. Disagree. Disagree. And come up with something special. Because you can. And queen takes queen is so not the answer. Pooja ma'am, don't agree with her. Come on. Disagree with her. No, not queen takes queen. People, come on, come on. Oh, Prajna is now saying queen a4 check. Now, Pooja ma'am, you better agree. Doesn't matter you are in Kotrod. You still have to agree. Now you have to agree. Now, queen a4 check is correct. Is absolutely correct. The reason, of course, is the typical fork idea. Guys, I'm sure that by now you've noticed that these ideas are pretty common. And that's why I have given you a mantra, never to have the piece in the enemy camp. If you remember, Yathat remembers that. Never have a piece in the enemy camp. Look at that knight there. Look at that knight on our 4th rank. What's it doing there? So yeah, that's right. Check. And we will win the knight. Next one, please. We'll probably have time for 2 more. The next one is white to play. Guys, we will have time for 2 more. Let's see. Material count again. Queen for both. So 2 rooks for both. All 4 minor pieces for white. And so it is for black. White has got all the pawns. Black has also got all the pawns. So the material is perfectly balanced. Interesting. Yatharth remembers the rule. Never have a piece in the enemy camp. This one is typical when your opponent has played the f6 pawn. Guys, the position that you will have now, or that you have already, I'll take you there. It is very common. This tactic is very common whenever you have your opponent playing f6 and exposing the dangerous diagonal. Never play f6. This is a very common idea. Now with that clue you should be able to take advantage. Bishop b5 Prashna is the wrong idea. Of course we hung, this will be easy for you because this lecture is for the under 1400. When it is under 2400 you can join. Okay, Rayansh with some good thought and even Arya Mahaka with some good thoughts. I like that. That's nice. They want to exploit the fact that we can give this queen h5 check, and should black block it with a pawn, let's sacrifice, and if black then takes back, we will be able to win the rook on a8. How many people like that idea actually? That is a sensational. That knight sacrifice always works, and please remember that this idea is very common whenever your opponent plays f6. So many times that happens. So many times. That's why never play f6. Never play f6. That's nice. Pooja ma'am, yes, you should agree with that. So queen h5 check, blocking the check with a pawn. Now go ahead and sacrifice this knight. Remember this, guys. Remember this. Because doesn't matter if black takes. We will be able to win the rook here on a8. That is the point. Go ahead. We will be able to win the rook. Last position for today. This is black to play. Guys, this will be the last position. And maybe after this I might give you the next position as homework if there is time. This is surely the last position. Let's take a quick material count. Queen for both, 2 rooks for both, 3 minor pieces for white and 3 for black. White has 7 pawns, black has 6 pawns. Opening weakness. Should we first take on d3? Okay, Ritu, no problem. 3 minutes. Yeah, sure, Vyang, you wanted to say leaving. You will not stop living. You are leaving, not, don't say living. Ooh. Guys, now this one is interesting because you don't want to first take the bishop on d3 because you will allow the knight to escape. Don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. It is black to play, not white to play. It is black to play. So, we can play the bishop takes, right? This knight is pinned. Notice this knight is pinned. But that's why we can go for a move like bishop takes. And then if queen takes, there will be no more pin and we will be able to take back on c4 square, or rather c5 square, beg your pardon. Radesh Sawant, for some reason he wants rook b6. We are getting a free piece, Radesh. Notice the knight on c5. Attacked twice, defended once. Attacked twice, defended once. So rook b6 is wrong answer, Radesh. That knight on c5. Look at the knight on c5. It is attacked 2 times. We are winning a piece straight away. So why complicate the issues? Of course, first we cannot take with the knight on d7 because it is pinned by the queen. But next we can. This bishop on f5 is already protected by the bishop. So bishop takes and then we can take back. Success! That is brilliant. Guys, we did everything correctly except for 2 positions, but boy did it cost me 51 points. So I must remember to be careful, extra careful the next time because I've logged in and I'm playing. It was an enjoyable session. We learned a lot from it today. There were quite a few calculations, pins, skewers, x-rays, overloaded piece, a lot of things to learn. Enjoyable session. We will have our next session on Friday. Tomorrow session for above 1400, I'm going to play games with them. On Friday, I'll play games with you under 1400. On Friday, I'm going to play games with you guys. So here's your opportunity on Friday to play games with me. For now, do take care. I will in a couple of days time share answers, the model answer paper given to me by Omkar sir. And take care. We will meet on Friday. Okay. Bye bye.